You just decided to download Vigor, and you're wondering how the heck do you play this game? In this video and in this series, I'm going to be taking you guys through a step-by-step playthrough beginner's guide. Now, what I'm going to be doing is showing you guys actual, real gameplay. In this first episode, we're going to be playing our very first 10 encounters, which is skill-based matchmaking. So what we're going to be doing, I'm going to be playing the first 10 encounters, showing you guys what you guys should be doing with your loot, what you guys should be doing with your shelter, what you guys should be focusing on upgrading, and where you should be looting on certain maps that we are able to get throughout this video. So if you guys do find this video helpful, and you guys do enjoy the video, don't forget to drop a like down below. Every single like is very much appreciated. Also, if you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and turn on those post notifications so you are notified when we upload a brand new video. But this is going to be basically a step-by-step playthrough guide where I'm just going to be taking you guys through real encounters and what you guys should be doing. But before we get into that, I want you guys to go press start, go to guide, and then look through all those tips and tricks that the devs have put in this game for you guys, so you guys get a detailed look and a quick look at what you guys should be doing with your upgrades, how the shelter works, how everything else works, and then come back to this and then we'll begin our encounters. But without further ado, let's go and get into our first encounter. Alrighty guys, so we just got into our first encounter, and as you guys can tell, we are not in skill-based matchmaking because I believe if the matchmaking goes on for too long and there's not enough noobs, it'll put you in regular lobbies with other skilled players. So to check the weapons, you want to press X and then you want to press LB or RB to scroll through them. These are the weapons we are dealing with in this encounter. LAD5s, SVDs, very good weapons. There's some people without weapons, but good luck for us because we are not focusing on going after any of these guys. So let's get into the actual encounter. Okay, so whenever you spawn into an encounter, you will see the map. We are not going anywhere where we think players will go. Now this is a normal spawn area, so there's spawns over there, there's spawns different areas. So what we are going to do, we're not going to be using our weapon. We're just going to loot really fast. Loot really fast. Do not loot cars, especially in lobbies like this, because you will be hunted down and killed. I can guarantee you. So let's go ahead, go upstairs and try to loot as much as possible. Also, another tip. If you want to quietly exit buildings, go through windows. Windows are your best friend. If you want to quietly escape, go through windows. Now that little ding you just heard, that was actually a notification of time safe going off, which is a POI. Do not go towards that yet. You do not want to get stuck in a fight, especially with a lobby that is not skill-based matchmaking. Okay, we're going to go ahead and loot through this house really quickly. Don't want to be here too long. All loot is necessary loot. All loot is necessary loot because you want to be able to upgrade your shelter as much as possible. Plus, whenever you see me loot glass and different things, you are noticing a thing popping up that is for challenges. You want to complete as many challenges as possible so you can get more extra stuff and a little bit of boost. I'm already hearing gunshots. That is not a good sign. Okay, I am gonna go ahead and loot these cars on my way out. So this is the exceptional time to loot cars if you need to. So I'm gonna exit here, loot these cars, and we're gonna get into the next encounter to continue looting. Okay, before we get into the next encounter, it's finally allowing me to come in here and put away my stuff. So what you want to do whenever you want to put away stuff that you don't want, hover over it, press A, and it will go back into your inventory. To quickly do it for stuff that you don't need in your inventory, like ammo that you don't have a gun for, just click the left thumbstick down, and then you want to go to move non-usable to stash, and then I'll remove everything automatically for you that you don't need. Unfortunately, consumables you can't just do that, so you got to remove it yourself. But good tip. Also, for the next encounters, we are going in with nothing because we don't want to lose nothing if we do end up dying. Alrighty guys, we just got into our very next encounter, another normal lobby of sweaty players, so this is going to be wonderful. But thankfully we didn't bring anything that we don't want to lose. So we've got weapons just in case back at the shelter. I completely forgot, after this encounter we are going to upgrade our shelter and open our first airdrop so we can have a little bit more stuff and actually begin our journey and our start here in the Outlands on growing our shelter. So we're gonna come in here, we're gonna loot pretty quickly if we can. I know there's some spawns around here, so I'm gonna try to be as quiet as possible. Also, if you're a new player, don't ring that phone. Don't touch the phones. I know it can be an accident to answer them, but just be careful. Be careful looting, and you don't want to answer those or ring them on accident and be hunted down by sweaty players. Any loot is good loot. Remember, any loot is good loot. Okay guys, so if you guys are in barns like this, I want to show you guys this real quick. Those of you that are new players, because if you crawl or come across this very top ranking or this top wood bridge here, sometimes there is a blue box here that has tons of good loot. To open these, you want to go through it until it highlights green on each number, because that is going to be your code for this box to open. As you guys can tell, it's highlighting green each time it gets on a number, and then it should be popping up there. And then here we go, we got a lot of loot here: radiation, iodine stuff, some ammo, definitely stuff you need. Loot it all and let's go. Okay, now I'm gonna run this way. We're gonna try to continue looting just to get as much loot as we can. Okay guys, this right here is a weapon crate. Whenever you see these, you want to loot these, because now look at all the weapons we have to choose from. I'm gonna take everything, but out of these weapons, what I would choose over that shotgun there, take the Mosin. Take the Mosin. Keep the MGV also, but take the Mosin. But in this situation, I am going to go ahead and I'm going to delete. I really don't want to delete anything, but the most useless item that we have here is that alarm trap. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab the Mosin ammo. I need that MGV ammo also. So the most useful next item is that. And you want to grab the ammo. And then now we are going to go ahead and find an exit for us to exit from and try to loot a little bit more on our way out. Now since we have this, we're going to go ahead and load the Mosin for now, just in case we need it. I thought I just seen a scope then. I really hope I didn't, but I don't think I did. I think we're good. Alrighty guys, we made it back to the shelter. So now what we are going to go ahead and do, we're going to go ahead and go over to our first airdrop, and we're going to go ahead and open that because we get the Thompson plan, 10 crowns, and 2,000 materials. So we're going to go ahead and open this, get our first set of stuff. Now we can craft the Thompson, but also we need materials. I'm not going to bring in weapons yet. I'm not going to do that just yet because I'm not ready to do that. But also whenever we come over here to weapons, I didn't realize they give all this to new players now. They give all these weapons, one of each weapon, to new players, 2 gals. I did not know that. That is actually crazy. That is what we have so far, but now we are going to go ahead and do our first shelter upgrade, which is the weapon bench, which is all we can really do. So we're going to go ahead and do that. With our first thing, we unlock M2 carbine, disinfectants, and different stuff like that. So while we're doing that, we are going to go ahead and hop into our next encounter. Alrighty guys, I am not going to go to Bard House. We do not have any weapons, so that is not an option. We're going to go ahead and loot here first, and then we're going to make our way around the map. We got to safely leave the encounter to get some more extra stuff from those challenges. But we're going to make our way to this house, hopefully pretty quickly, loot it up. Quite a bit of new players this lobby also, but there are 3 players that brought in very sweaty weapons that we need to be careful for and be keeping an eye out for. So let's go and try to loot as much of this stuff as possible and get out of here quickly before we get spotted by anybody coming towards this area, because this could end up very badly for us if we are not careful. Okay, so we did get a Luger from this, which is pretty cool. So in case we do need like a last minute help if we do get pushed, we have Luger, which is good. Okay, safe has been unlocked, so that means somebody is over there pretty close. So we want to try to be as quiet as possible and be quick as possible too. Signal, whenever you hear that, you always want to remember to make sure that you know where that is so you are not hunted down. Because I myself as a hunter, that's what I do. I go to signal. If I see somebody near me, I'll go after them. So also keep an eye out for that. Okay, so we just found a picture which might be actually pretty helpful. I know where that is, so we might risk it and go for that after we loot this house and loot this area, because the reason I want to go for that is because that will actually give us a ton of good loot, and we might be able to go ahead and go to our first POI in the next encounter. Possibly, maybe not, I don't know yet. Okay, buried cash spot is right here. I'm gonna look around, make sure nobody's watching it either. I don't think anybody is. We should be able to loot it here safely. And then right after we loot this, hopefully it has good loot. It has decent loot. It has weapon parts, good weapon parts we do need. Not a bunch of good loot though, honestly. Normally it's stacked with at least one weapon and different stuff, but that might be boosted encounters. So we're going to continue to loot here a little bit. We don't want to run around too crazy because if there is somebody near us, we don't want to be spotted easily. So we're going to try to go through this little barn, loot it up, and then after that we'll go ahead and try to exit here with our stuff. Okay, we're going to exit safely. We'll catch you guys in the next encounter, but next time we're going to bring in a weapon and go to a actual POI. Alrighty guys, so we are going to go to our first POI. There are some pretty decent weapons and players in this lobby, so this is going to be very risky for us. This is going to be our first risk that we are taking with this challenge, with this guide here. We're going to run over here as quickly as we possibly can to get into Bard as quickly as we can anyway. Hopefully we can get here pretty quickly before anybody spots us, because that would be wonderful. Okay, there's a guy there. And I'm dead. See, that was a risk I had to take. That was a risk I had to take. My first death as a noob. So yeah, you gotta move on from those two. Gotta move on from those two. We gotta try again. Gotta try again. Alrighty guys, that last one was a complete fail. That was my fault for not waiting long enough for him to get closer. I forgot how bad the VZ is in certain situations like that. I could have played that one better, but I didn't. Also, we've got a challenge to kill an Outlander this one, so that might be our next goal. Also trying to go to this POI. Hit him. He's got to be weak now. Let's push him. Don't be afraid to push, guys. Don't be afraid to push. Okay, I hit this guy so many times with the IZH. It's crazy. And I get one tapped. Guys, that is so unlucky. Now, there's a thing going on in the community where people say there is a noob shield. I am on a noob account. There's no such thing as noob shield. Confirmed. But that was a risk we were willing to take. That was our 5th encounter. We need to go back to looting. We need to go back to looting because this is clearly isn't working. I'm trying to be aggressive and it's not working. But GG's to this guy. Alrighty guys, so in that last one, I just wanted to show you guys why it is not good to risk gunfights if you don't have the right ammo, weapons, or materials to do the fighting. Do not risk what I just did, because it will not end up very good. Yes, I'm a skilled player. I am experienced player, if you will. I wouldn't say skilled, but experienced player, and even I lost that gunfight due to the low amount of materials I had. Could that fight gone any better? Yes, I could have done a lot better. Could have waited a little bit longer and taken him out whenever we least expected it. Now I know there's a spawn over here, so I do need to be careful. I'm not going to go for POIs yet because I am not ready to go for POIs yet. My Outlander is not ready for that. I know there is another spawn here. And there are pretty decent weapons in this lobby. That's why I'm not going crazy right now trying to get anything. I'm going to hop in this house and try to loot some more so we don't die. We are on our 6th encounter. Okay, we looted quite a bit of stuff. There is an alarm going off down this road, so that means somebody's right there that we need to be careful for and not try to get into any action with. Now guys, also weapon parts. If you see weapon parts early on in this stage of the game where you are a noob, pick them up. Pick up every single weapon part you can, because even if you don't have the plans for them or the materials, you can still instantly craft those weapons, which will be extremely helpful for if you run out of weapons or you need more weapons to feel comfortable to go in with. So that's what you want to do. Grab weapons that you can, weapon parts that you can, and then eventually build them up and craft them. Grab food, because eventually you'll be able to donate the food and get some extra crates for it, which is very helpful. Now close doors behind you. Don't be like me. Close doors behind you. And here's another lockbox. Always good to look around the area for these boxes. They are very helpful and come in very good handy whenever you need them. Ammo, definitely ammo we can use for future encounters for weapons that we collect. Okay, so we got us a scorpion, which is pretty good. Just in case somebody does push us or try to rush us, we got a weapon. And we're dead. Of course. Of course. And it's a skilled player that hunted me down too. Sadness. Well, you win some and you lose some. But that one right there. Yeah. Always good to pay attention to your surroundings, but honestly, I never heard this guy running around this entire encounter. But I can almost guarantee you it was the guy that looted that car. At that moment, we should have been more aware. That is my fault. But, good thing, we took nothing in, because we lost nothing. GG's. Alrighty guys, so we upgraded the wood log. Now we're gonna go ahead and upgrade the crafting table once again. So we can go ahead and craft some more weapons. We still got quite a bit of loot, so the looting we are doing is pretty good. We did get a weapon crate, which is gonna be helpful. So let's see what weapon we got, so we can see if we can bring in any new weapons. Possibly, hopefully, fingers crossed. We got some Suomi parts, so we might be able to craft a Suomi. We got some crossbow parts, which I don't know what we need a crossbow for. Crossbows are not the greatest. But this time we're going to take a weapon just in case. We can do a situation like the last one, and we get jumped from unexpected and we need to defend ourselves. The Outlands can be a very difficult place to play. That is why I want to show you guys that not every encounter you will survive. Whether you are trying to just loot or you are just trying to play the game, you will not survive every encounter. But it is always good to bring a weapon if you feel comfortable bringing a weapon. That's why I brought the Thompson this one, in case situations like the last one happen. Now over here I already see a weapon crate, so we're going to go ahead and grab this real quick. See what we have. We got a VZ, which is good. I'm not going to load the VZ just yet, because I'm not planning on using it, but in case we do need it, we can pull it out. I'm going to try to get up here, try to loot up here as quickly as possible. There is a comm station here, so that might be an interesting place for somebody to come to. So we need to be careful. There are some skilled players in this lobby that we do need to be careful for. So we'll see what we can get ourselves into. Okay, signal detector is being used, so we need to move. We need to move quickly. We need to move very quickly, or else somebody's going to come for us. Okay, we got some more loot. Let's move, let's move, let's move. I see a guy there. We might be able to get our first kill on this guy since he looks kind of like he's a little bit new, but I'm not sure. I shouldn't have taken that risk, but I did. Maybe this guy has some loot we can have. Oh gosh, there's no way I'm gonna survive this. There's no way. I need to run. I need to run away. I need to run away. I need to run away. I don't have anything I can do here. Nothing I can do here. Never be scared to run from a gunfight, guys. Never be scared to run from a gunfight like that. Alrighty, guys. We are trying to do our best here. We're doing our best. We're gonna go ahead and try to loot down here or loot around here somewhere. And try to take our time on looting and not trying to run around like a crazy person with its head, chicken with its head cut off, because we won't really do very well. Different encounters will probably play out for you as a new player, since I'm more of an experienced player. My encounters and my knowledge of stuff is differently than most of yours, so that's probably why I'm doing a little bit differently than you guys are. I'm trying to be more aggressive, which is kind of not working out for me, and I need to play a little bit more smart. Okay, I know where the buried cache spot is at, so we can try to go there after here, or after this area that we loot, and then we'll go exit. We'll try to get away with as much stuff as possible. Now, unlike me, you guys shouldn't be getting into fights. Don't try to get in fights like I have been throughout this video. Just don't do it. It's not worth it. Focus on looting only. I was just trying to get some kind of content here, some entertaining content for you guys to watch, and I kind of failed. So, yeah. Don't make that mistake, or you might be in a worse situation than I am with loot. So yeah, just don't make the same mistake I did there. Okay, I think it's right here, kind of in a bush, so hopefully nobody's watching us, because if they were, that would kind of suck. So I'm gonna crawl down the mountain here. I really hope nobody's around here, so I'm gonna try to get this area looted. It's just signal is in the way. I don't feel like I have enough loot here, but I could be wrong. I could have more than enough loot, but I'm being picky, and that's not a good Outlander you want to be. Don't be picky. Don't be greedy, I mean. Don't be greedy. 100% just hurt somebody. over there. I know for sure I heard somebody. Yep, I did. They're running behind me right now. There he is. There he is, right there. What was he thinking? What was he actually thinking there? Did he not hear me or see me? Okay, I'm very confused. I'm very confused. That was the only guy near us. Okay, we might have got a ton of loot from this guy. Oh my gosh, there's a PKM guy. He could have laser beamed me. That is a lot of loot too, a lot of ammo. Okay, that is really good for us, guys. That is really good for us. Any loot in here? Okay, we need to exit. We need to go ahead, finish looting this area, and we need to exit, because holy crap. That was pretty insane. Alrighty guys, we got into a brand new encounter. We got away with pretty good stuff last one. We're on our 9th encounter, so now we've got to try to go to a POI. This is our goal, is to go to a POI. Not very many sweaty or decent players this lobby. Most of them seem like they're pretty newish, so we might have a little bit more luck here and be able to take out some more players and have some decent loot this one, if we play it smart and if we play it like we've been. I know there's a spawn over here that we'll probably most likely come across. The reason I'm running over here is because the lock container is over here, but also if I can try to get as much loot from this parking lot as possible, we might be okay. Now that is a decent play right there. This is a decent play right here with this hunter's outfit. So we need to try to sneak up on him if possible and try to headshot him if we can. Yes, we got him. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. Oh, we had a Thompson too. We could have pushed him. Could have pushed him at a good gunfight. I'm surprised he had a Thompson. I could have swore he had something better. Okay, this is better than nothing. We'll pick up the ZA. We might as well, right? Okay, we're gonna go and loot these cars. I don't care how loud it's gonna be, but we're gonna loot these cars really quickly and try to run to the exit if we can. Hopefully, it's gonna be risky. It's gonna be very risky doing this. There is time safe. We can run up to that real quick. Try to get any loot from that, possibly. This is our 9th encounter, so I'm going to go a little bit more crazier. Not too much, but a little bit more crazier and try to be more aggressive. Because I want to get some kind of content for you guys and show you guys how to fight in gunfights. That will be in future episodes. But I kind of want to give you guys a little sneak peek at that, at least. This guy scared the crap out of me. Oh, it's a Remy guy. No. Why? It was a Remy guy. Why? I'm so unlucky. I'm so unlucky. That was a learning process of Vigor. Is don't take those risks if you don't need to. This time, for our 10th encounter, we brought in the Bugle. We're going to bring a little bit more equipment this one. There's a couple decent players this lobby, like maybe 3 that seem pretty experienced. We're going to run over the time safe if we can. And I'm going to try to get a little bit more kills, get a little bit more action, take some risks. But that does not necessarily mean you need to do the same. Focus on looting. Focus on looting. I repeat, focus on looting. Do not do what I'm doing right now. I'm just trying to get some content for you guys. To be entertained. Show you guys the ins and outs of Vigor. And then also show you guys what it's like to die and not to be worried about losing your gear, because you can always go in without anything and pick up more gear and leave when you are ready. Do not worry about dying. That is one of the main #1 goals. Do not worry about dying. You can easily get stuff back with looting. Let's go try to kill him if we can. Never stand still like that guy just did. Always go prone when looting. Always go prone when looting. Okay, so pretty much everybody's going to be running to this exit, I would assume. Because this guy's probably going to run here, this guy's probably going to run here. So we can probably go try to get them. This guy seems like he's chilling in this house there, so we might be able to get him and then get the other guy. Possibly, we'll see. There he is. Killed him. Don't know what this guy was thinking. That was airdrop guy. That wasn't even the guy that we first initially saw over here. Yep, they are. Right there hiding. I knew it. I knew it. This guy was being sneaky. This guy was being very sneaky. We'll grab the RPK-74 instead of that. Let's go ahead and grab this guy's loot over here in the water. Okay, let's get out of the water. Let me out of the water, game. Let me out of the water. And then now we need to hurry up and get to the exit before we die to radiation. Alrighty guys, we made it back to the shelter. We successfully completed 10 encounters. Now, I want to leave you guys with this. Do not be afraid to only loot. Do not be afraid to run away from a gunfight if you are not comfortable with getting into that gunfight. Focus on looting. Majority of the stuff that I did in this video, I died because of my own overconfident gameplay of trying to go after people, trying to get content for the video instead of showing you guys looting. Focus on looting only your first 10 encounters. Do not focus on going after other players. Loot an area, leave. Loot an area, leave. Loot an area, and leave. Play some shootout. Play some elimination. Get that experience in with the guns. Get that experience in with gunfights. Play shootout and elimination for the PvP aspect until you are comfortable with taking some weapons in and getting into PvP and encounters. So, hopefully this all did help you guys that are new to the game. Hopefully this playthrough beginner's guide is helpful, and if it is, don't forget to drop a like down below, comment you guys think, and if you haven't already and you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and turn on those post notifications so you are notified when we upload a brand new video. Now that's going to wrap it up for the video. Hope you guys have a fantastic day, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, Outlanders.